Hi everyone, this is BigDog with Impromptu Card Tricks for Seniors. Today's video is basic false cuts. You'll recall in earlier videos we looked at the swing cut and swivel cuts as examples of to actually cut a deck of cards. What we're going to look at today are card maneuvers in which we only appear to cut the cards, but in reality the order remains the same. Now I know what you're thinking, BigDog, that sounds like a lot of fun, but why exactly do I need to know false cuts? Well, there's a couple reasons. First of all, false cuts are merely an extension of our Looking Good series of videos in which we want to appear clever and confident at the card table. Second of all, and actually more importantly, we'll find an increasing number of tricks in which we want to appear to be cutting the cards, but in reality maintaining the order and sequence of the cards. Now I have done 3 basic false cuts since the beginning of the video, and you can see that the order of the cards has remained unchanged. I tried to look up the names of these false cuts on the internet, but couldn't find them and quickly lost interest. So instead, we're going to refer to them as BFC 1, 2, and 3. Basic false cut 1, BFC 1, begins by holding the cards in this manner in your right hand, fingers along the bottom, thumb along the top, and with your forefinger, we're going to peel off a portion of the deck and transfer it to our left hand in this manner. Hold the cards perpendicular to the table in your left hand and just tap it with the right hand deck like this, and then drop it on the table. Pick the packet from your left hand with your right, drop it on top. Again, hold the cards in this manner in your right hand, fingers on the bottom, thumb on the top. Peel off a portion of the deck and transfer to your left hand. Hold it perpendicular, tap it once, drop it on the table. Grasp the remaining deck, drop on top. At speed, it looks like this. That's BFC 1. BFC 2 begins by holding the cards in your left hand loosely like this, and with your right hand, middle finger and thumb, we're going to pick up a portion of the deck from the bottom and drop it on the table. Then pick up the remainder, drop it on top. Again, hold the cards in your left hand loosely. With your right hand, reach over and grasp from the bottom a packet of cards, doesn't matter how many. Lift it up, drop it on the table, pick up the remainder of the cards from the left hand with your right, drop it on top. BFC 2. At speed, it looks like this. BFC 2. And the order of the cards remains unchanged. BFC 3 begins with holding the cards in your left hand, and we're going to pick off 3 packets and lay them on the table from left to right, and then we're going to pick them up in the same order, left to right. Again, hold the cards in your left hand with your right, make 3 stacks, left to right, and then pick up the cards from left to right. At speed, BFC 3 looks like this. And the order of the cards remains unchanged. At this point, there's a couple things I'd like to point out to you about basic false cuts. First of all, you don't necessarily have to be neat and tidy when you're doing your false cuts. A little sloppy actually helps create the illusion that you're mixing up the cards. And secondly, don't draw attention directly to what you're doing. For example, in the middle of your trick, don't say, I'm going to cut the cards 3 times now, and then proceed to do so. Instead, say something like, I'm going to mix up the cards a little bit, and then generate some small talk. What we find particularly effective in Portland is something like, was anyone else frightened by that sunny day we had last week? That's bound to generate 30 seconds of chatter about the rain. Click on the video link below for fancy false cuts, in which we'll look at a couple ways to put a little bit more pizzazz into your false cuts. That's fancy false cuts. This is BigDog with Impromptu Card Tricks for Seniors. Thanks for looking in my video, and thanks for running with the Big Dog.